Voters here in Newport Beach are being asked to vote on Measure B. I'm Jo Kwan. If it passes, the position of mayor would become an elected one. If it fails, it will continue to be an appointed office.
Born and raised in Newport Beach, Peter Belden is a third-generation Newport Beach resident. He owns the Board Club, a surf shop in town.
We have real community here. You know, there's something special about Newport.
Brianliberto is a local developer and realtor. He was also born and raised here.
I consider it one of the greatest cities in the United States, but that's me.
While they both love the city they grew up in and continue to live in, they're on opposite sides when it comes to Measure B. The measure proposes to change the city charter, making the mayor an elected position. For 67 years, the city council has appointed the mayor.
Measure B, it's elect our mayor. You know, that sounds really good, but if that's all it was, then I'd probably be supporting it.
Peter is against the proposal.
We don't have a democracy problem in Newport. The citizens are well heard, the city's run very well, and it's not something that Newport needs.
Brian supports Measure B.
I want to pick my mayor just like I want to pick my president. I want people to vote.
Both locals have been busy studying the language of the measure, and there are specific things each either like or dislike about the proposal. One has to do with city council agendas.
Now, instead of 7 equal council members, you now have one mayor with more power. And mainly, he gets to set the agenda for 4 years, and if he gets reelected, 8 years.
Peter says it throws off the balance of power. The measure says 3 city council members who agree can also add an item to the agenda. Brian likes the idea of longer terms to give mayors enough time to implement ideas. As far as the agenda,
I think the mayor should be able to set the agenda because that's who we hired. He has initiatives that he's working on our behalf.
Measure B also says a person is eligible to run for the office if he or she has lived in the city for at least 30 days. A scary thought for Peter.
You only need to live here for 30 days and then you can become mayor. So if you have a big name, celebrity, or a bunch of money, you can become mayor of Newport and that'll launch your political career.
For Brian, the residency requirement isn't a big deal.
I'm not necessarily that concerned about it because if he wasn't a qualified candidate, then none of the people in Newport Beach would vote for him anyway.
While they may disagree on this measure, for both of them, it comes down to protecting this place they love. While both agree getting into politics can be bad for business owners like them,
I'll take a stance on things that I believe in that help myself, the community, and Newport Beach.
And that Peter can agree on too.
Newport's my city. I'm gonna be here the rest of my life, and when something's this important, you know, I'll stick my neck out.
Sticking out their necks from different sides of the issue.
And again, if voters here in Newport Beach do pass Measure B, that would mean that the mayor would become an elected position. If it fails, it will continue to be an appointed office.